Here's a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition Podcast, aka CAP.
They gon' let me for my ambition.
I'll play the audio. This is Juvenile, guys. Juvenile, one of the hot boys, one of the main acts in Cash Money history, speaking out, breaking his silence. Let's listen. I haven't heard it yet.
So everybody want me to speak on this Super Bowl situation. Look, I'm mad about the situation just like y'all, man, but, you know, my hatred is toward the NFL. You know, not really the people that booked the halftime show. I'm mad at the people that hired the motherfuckers that booked the halftime show. I feel like y'all should step in. Y'all done threw 11 Super Bowls in New Orleans, man. Y'all have yet to put a hip-hop artist from New Orleans on the damn Super Bowl. Sure, y'all have put artists on the Super Bowl back in the day, say Al Hurt, and the list goes on. Not too many. You know, I feel like every time y'all come here, y'all should have somebody from our city on the shit. But this time it really hit hard when you don't have Lil Wayne on the show. I don't see how the fuck y'all don't have Lil Wayne doing the halftime show. Somebody that has a whole bunch of fucking hits and somebody that really deserves it and somebody that can bring out multiple artists of all genres. Think about it. So this goes to you, Roger Goodell. You need to get it right, man. You coming in our city, sucking up our cultures and making up all this money and putting all this bread in your pocket, putting all this bread in other people's pockets and leaving us dry, hanging us dry. You gotta stop.
Juvenile. And I understand we're not from New Orleans, etc., but we try to understand how important it is for Juvenile, one of the faces of New Orleans history culture, friends with Wayne, one of Birdman's artists, to speak out and say what he said, right? Now, I will correct Juvenile, though. You shouldn't be mad at the NFL. You should be mad at Jay-Z. Because the NFL brought Jay-Z on to make these decisions.
Yeah.
So to say Roger Goodell, et cetera, trying to make it a race thing, et cetera, Roger Goodell, blah, blah, blah. No. It's Jay-Z's decision. Jay-Z's the one that has been taking the credit all these years. So if he's going to take some outrage, it should be towards Jay-Z. Now he might not know that. God bless, right? And him and Lil Wayne haven't been the closest either recently. But he can speak so objectively as a former Hot Boy member, right? To say, hey, why the fuck did you do Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne could do multiple. And at the same time, he knows that he'll eat off of that too. Hot Boys reunion will happen there. The Hot Boys reunion was supposed to happen at Essence Fest. I watched the Essence Fest live stream waiting for that shit. Didn't happen. It was like two of them came. Lil Wayne came late. There supposedly was an argument backstage. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And Turk went on Twitter or like a interview somewhere on a radio station. He said that they didn't invite him. I'm like, well, Turk? I thought Turk was fine. You're out of jail now. What's going on, Turk? That's a whole other issue for another day, the Hot Boy. But this is Juvenile's response. I agree with Juvenile's saying, bro. Like, I get what he's saying in the sense, but is there a world where New Orleans protests, etc.? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they push, like the way that these New Orleans acts and everyone's saying what they're saying, what if they push towards a protest against, let's not watch it, let's not support it, etc.? If it gets to that level, on a national level, where you see that outcry and the city where it's happening in is not happy with it, decisions are going to have to be made.
So let me ask you a question. What makes this different? Because someone says in the chat, this is interesting. This same Super Bowl happened in New Orleans in 2013. Beyonce performed. Why is that different than now?
Maybe they didn't feel like Lil Wayne was what he was now. He was, but not to this level. We were adding what, that was a decade plus ago? 11 years ago? 11 years ago.
That's when Wayne's fall off started.
And it wasn't, Wayne didn't have his babies per se blossoming in the culture how they have now. We got Nicki at the height, Drake at his height. Now is when it's properly due. That's why I said what I said about Kendrick, where I feel like niggas need to fucking grow more.
No, I get what you're saying.
And then deserve this moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we said there's certain moments that just feel like
They should happen.
That shouldn't happen, or that they should happen, but at the proper time.
No, I get what you're saying, because everyone in the chat keeps bringing up Birdman. Yo, they squashed that beef. Y'all gotta
They
stop.
squashed that shit. Guys,
they stopped
Birdman
it.
kisses Lil Wayne on the mouth.
Yeah.
There's a different level of love that you niggas are just not gonna understand.
No, he
You're
did
gonna
some shicey shit though.
You're gonna
but
be
they squashed
homophobic
it.
about it. And I get it. There was definitely some bullshit, some money shit. He
There was
fucked him
some
over.
There was real evil going on.
Yeah.
You try to kill another human being. That's
Oh, no,
evil.
that was crazy. That was crazy. But for them to get over it
Yeah.
is because how deep the relationship is.
I also think Birdman's not the greatest person in the world because he set up Young Thug and he's not doing any. As of what we know, he's not doing anything for him right now, and he's sitting in a jail cell. That's why.
And
That's my
also,
beef for him.
Birdman, you haven't said. Well, I haven't seen. I'll have to double check chat. Seems like Birdman hasn't said shit about Rich Homie Quan passing away.
Yeah.
At least with not such vitriol as he did today, talking about the Lil Wayne situation. Am I wrong? Let me know. Let me know. Right, we'll talk about Rich Homie in a second. But yeah, Juvenile. I agree with Juvenile.
And I think you're right. Like if the city was to protest, if they truly felt that way,
It's possible.
yeah. Because I don't agree with Chat. I think Chat is wrong. This has nothing to do with what New Orleans wanted. I don't think they wanted Kendrick. I think they did want Wayne. And I think my conspiracy might be a little bit right in the sense of the powers that be are targeting Young Money. You're not coming. You're not getting this stage. You're not getting this platform. It just hurts us so bad because we're not used to this. Bro, our whole life, Young Money been number one.
Yeah.
For them to be treated this way, wow, have the tables turned in life.
If they happen here in Providence, like if they're gonna do a big event here, etc. Anywhere, people from where they're from, that happens.
Bro.
It's a national. Right now, didn't it just happen with the Olympics?
I can give
like
you-
Paris didn't want the Olympics there.
Yeah.
Especially because they were having people swim in the water, and they were like, "Our water, we have issues here that need to be fixed. You guys are not putting money into our economy properly to fix shit. You're just here visiting and leaving."
I can give you a
That
great
happens
analogy.
anywhere in the world. So New Orleans is one of the most cultural cities in the fucking country. You niggas are not gonna act like you never heard of Mardi Gras. Like you guys don't know what this is. It's New Orleans.
I can give you a great analogy that would make people be like, "Oh, that's a good point." I understand both of
You
these.
ever had some jambalaya?
I have, sir. I understand that both of these
Y'all been
teams.
going on about this shit for over an hour.
Yo, I understand that both. of
Oh
these,
my God.
I understand that both of these teams.
Why are you throwing that up? Whoa,
The
whoa,
Rock.
whoa, whoa.
I understand both of these teams are in New Jersey, but they represent New York. The New York Jets and New York Giants. If either team decides were picked to have the Super Bowl in their stadium, bro, imagine they pick Cash Cobain over Nas. What are we talking about? I get what you're saying. It's insane. You're not picking Cash. You're not picking Cash. You're not picking French. You're picking Nas. Not even just Nas. You're picking Jay. But you're not picking these younger niggas that is like, or like not younger, but like niggas who are not as established yet. They're not at their peak. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I get what you're saying. It's disrespectful.
Even in the statement, I feel like Kendrick said New Orleans. Like he had a little accent to it too.
New Orleans.
Come down to New Orleans.
Orleans.
Like nigga, what? I know you don't mean disrespect. So how are you gonna show some respect? He probably might do his own little Mardi Gras vibe. We'll see. But to end this also, real quick,
No, he ain't.
we have shout out to Art again, another clip from Live Bites.
But I do see like people blaming it like solely
Fabulous.
on Jay-Z when I don't think that's the truth. I think it's a committee, it's a board. I feel like it's different people who come into play when decisions like that are made. I do
Trying to
think it would have
defend
been great
Jay-Z.
for Lil Wayne to be, just because of how much he's done in the game and how much he's meant to New Orleans, and that would have been a great opportunity. Never know if he's going to be included, if that was something that was behind the scenes.
So I was like, why the fuck is Fab talking?
Interesting that Kendrick got it after the
Because Lil
Drake
Wayne's the
battle
greatest.
shit, too.
You guys
I think
gotta
that's
come
more
on.
Ray J might
something
respond.
that should be.
Bro, when you have rappers that never have been on Instagram Live in their life, fabulous.
Nah, Fab's been on Instagram Live.
Someone says, so Kendrick is
Maybe in the
Cash
80s.
Cobain? Got it.
I know, right? That was crazy comparison, but I know what you meant.
You get what I'm saying, bro. There's just certain niggas you not gonna let somebody else take their spotlight, even if they're hot. Because Cash Cobain is the hottest artist in New York City. He's
Yeah.
the hottest artist in the culture right now. Sorry to be the bearer of bad fucking news.
And just to say, because like Kendrick is like hot, he needs to be Kendrick because he's the
That's
hottest.
my point.
Doesn't make sense, bro. Hot, so
There's no-
hotness, nigga.
Hot-
There wouldn't be a Kendrick Lamar without Lil Wayne. Like you guys, like this, the respect is there, but it's odd, man. It's odd because I'm like even Fabulous speaking out. We got everyone speaking out. I think these stands, and I love you all because you support us, right? These Kendrick stands that have come to the channel and supported everything because of the beef. I get it. Love you. Stay here forever. But there is a world outside of your bubble, and it's called hip-hop, and it's called culture. And when you have the hip-hop culture speaking out, saying that Lil Wayne was snubbed, then I think Lil Wayne probably was snubbed. So who needs to revisit this idea, maybe? Jay-Z, he is hip-hop culture. Or clarify it. Maybe there's more than we realize. Maybe it's going to be Kendrick, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne. Like, who knows? But we can't get mad at people for thinking what they're going to think and saying what they're going to say because of the situation. This is crazy. This is one of the biggest stories,
No,
maybe of all time. The way that
you're bugging. Now you're being dramatic.
in hip-hop,
Not of all time.
I think so.
It's not.
I think so, bro.
It's not.
To have every rapper hop online to talk
R.
about
Kelly
it,
pissed on a little girl.
I'm not saying it's top 10. I'm about to put in a top 40, top 50.
You just said of all time.
of all time.
Yo,
All time's a lot.
B.
This
Diddy.
this is dead in a couple of days.
This is done in a couple of
Y'all
days.
niggas is high
It might
as
be.
fuck.
It might
This
be.
is dead in a couple of
My
days.
thing is this.
Unless Lil Wayne comes down and says some shit.
They gon' love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast. Cap, if you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.